start out with some good news. Now we got to get into some real stuff. So, COVID. It looks like it's making a rise. We got some variants, y'all. Take a look.
From the White House to concert and sports arenas, even daytime TV, a reminder that COVID-19 has not gone away. As health experts say, a late summer wave of cases is now leading to an uptick in hospitalizations, though still well below pandemic peaks.
We haven't reached a predictable pattern with the virus. That's why we have to care. And we're seeing incredible mutations and changes in the virus.
Among those now on their second round with the virus, First Lady Dr. Joe Biden, who's experiencing mild symptoms, we're told, and staying in Delaware.
President Biden tested negative last night for COVID-19 and tested negative again today. He's not experiencing any symptoms.
That diagnosis led President Biden to break out a face mask during a Medal of Honor ceremony Tuesday before later removing it. As some Americans are choosing once again, it's time to cover up in public. While on TV,
as you can see, Whoopi is not here. She has COVID.
The View's 27th season kicked off without moderator and co-host Whoopi Goldberg. The U.S. Open is underway, missing the often colorful commentary of tennis legend John McEnroe. Even heavy metal rockers Metallica forced to reschedule a show in Arizona. All disruptions from a virus that most experts don't think will leave us anytime soon, if ever.
Does this just underscore how persistent COVID is?
It underscores that this is a novel virus that's trying to survive.
The good news, the FDA says existing at-home tests can detect new variants. And the CDC could vote as early as next week to approve new boosters, which experts say everyone should consider, even if you're young and healthy.
The trick is to just stay ahead of it and to keep rates low enough so that we can enjoy our lives without being bothered by it all the time.
Okay, one thing doctors are still actively studying and concerned about, the effects of long COVID, people who've had COVID for a very long time. Experts say sometimes people aren't getting diagnosed properly, and they're still trying to determine the guidance for what to do if you experience it. Craig, one of my best friends from Denver, he's had it now for 3.5 years. It is utterly debilitating. Our thoughts go out to those folks.
Yeah, my wife as well, long COVID for a couple of years now. Tom Costello for us there.
So what are your thoughts?
Kwame, to me, honestly, it is going around. Now, I'm going to tell you, of course, we had Black Gay Pride here in Atlanta during the weekend. Mm-hmm. When I woke up yesterday morning, I felt horrible. So, of course, I knew immediately. I took me some medicine, but I detoxed. I took a test that I was negative. Yeah. When you're out having fun like that, you're not thinking about COVID. And we were all out there. Of course, you're hugging, you're dabbing up. Oh, my gosh, I ain't seen you. Oh, my God, you didn't tell me you was in town. Like, events like that are super spreaders. It gets crazy. And I know y'all done had plenty parties and those kind of parties this weekend. Y'all better go get tested. You better boost up on your vitamins. Listen, if you like me, I was taking Thermoflu, Alka-Seltzer, Cold, and Plus. Listen, everything. So I tested negative. I feel good today. But stuff like this, you better be careful because my manager, of course, they're back in Birmingham, Alabama. They were sick bad. They were like, because I said, well, I'm going to come in. And they told me, like, we're not feeling good at all. I was like, listen, I'll wait a couple weeks. I'm good on it. I'm telling y'all now, boost up. I don't care. I'm boosting. I don't care. I'm boosting. I don't want this stuff because you can't, don't underestimate it. That shit mess around and have you in a hospital. Dead somewhere for real. Don't play with COVID.
And hospitalizations are going up. I was just looking at CBS News this morning. They were talking about this whole situation. I wasn't going to have this in here, but I ended up putting it in last minute. And so, just because I just feel like people need to be more cautious of these type of things and like really just kind of think about how they're navigating their extracurricular activities and how they're navigating anything. Just kind of, really paying attention to what they're doing because it never left. It never left. It was never eradicated because we had people that just didn't, care and or were being, a little reckless with things. So I know COVID has affected me and a lot of different people in major ways. Not necessarily that I got it, but more of the situation of, of people passing away. So, the Delta variant was very deadly. And I don't put nothing past and I still believe that something else is going to be coming. We are always constantly battling viruses. We always are constantly battling mutations, and we don't know what this could turn into. We don't know if there's something else around the corner. So we just need to be careful and vigilant in what we do and how we navigate things and taking care of ourselves. So,
but as soon as we get comfortable, there's always a rise in cases. That's why you can't let up. I went and bought 2 things of Lysol, one for the car and one for the house. I'm like,
I know that's right.
I do not want it. I don't want it. I'm sorry.
It's not needed. Keep it cute.
Right,
y'all. So do what you got to do. Get boosted. Keep your vitamins up. Keep your immune system healthy. Do what you need to do.